Yep.
Well, we've had some interesting out-of-state work as well.
Have you?
Oh, we have. I think one of our most interesting ones was flying, or actually we didn't fly this, but I flew to Dallas to do an install in a high-rise, and it was in an area where we had these kind of a built-in cornice area. So we had pre-made these cornice boards, and we had our custom furniture designer
Hmm.
load up his truck. He had to rent a truck, and he drove our window treatments to Dallas for us. And so we're sitting there trying to install these silly things, and we found out how out of square
Oh.
these windows truly were. And
Oh.
with a balance like this, it was a challenge.
Oh.
So I have to tell you the story of what we did with this.
Okay.
We actually, this is kind of funny, we actually used a screwdriver, and we had to gouge out some of the sheetrock to be able to get these to
Right.
fit up in there.
Right.
And then we had to go back with touch-up paint and
Of course.
fix it. It was just crazy. But we got it done, and it turned out to be a beautiful installation.
Oh,
And
good.
here we are almost 12 years later, and she still has those up in her windows.
That's why they call it custom.
Right, it was custom.
A custom fit.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sure you can tell some other great stories about this, but what we'd like to suggest is that if you're interested in talking to Kathy about what she can do for you and how she can help you with your projects, I think that you can just contact us through designsuccessu.com, and we will put you in touch with Kathy, and we'll also have some information on our site so that you can click the link and actually find out a little bit more about Kathy and get in touch with her that way. So, do you have any other thoughts about other things you'd like to share with the listeners, and maybe tell them a little bit about some of the things that they could expect from working with you?
Um, you can expect professionalism from working with me, a timely turnaround time, beautiful drawings, beautiful designs. I can also offer tips and ideas with specific window treatments of how to dress them up a little bit, like adding some brooches, adding some tie backs. There's a product that I'm actually kind of working on that is interchangeable, so you could change the tie backs out, and the customer could actually do that. Then you can also expect beautifully done work with my workrooms that are tried and tested and true, and a professional installation.
I think one of the biggest challenges for designers, again, because they may not do this every day, is it would be really great if you're really stuck with a window, need some ideas, that Kathy could help you with that as well and consult with you on that, because sometimes you do really get stuck. You have a challenging window, or maybe you have a house that has 20-foot ceilings and has several tiers of windows, and you have to come up with some really creative ideas for that. So having somebody who's a specialist in that can be tremendously helpful. So paying for her consulting to do that would be well worth it. So rather than trying to put yourself through the brain damage and spending hours and hours and hours doing research, that would probably save a lot of money. Your clients are going to be happier in the end. So any last thoughts, Kathy?
Well, as you were saying, tiers and tiers and tiers of draperies, how many times have you stood on an upper landing and you've looked down and you see white lining at the top of your treatment? That's the
I have.
worst. That's a big no-no. Those are the little things that set a professional apart.
Right.
And it reflects on all of us involved in the job. So those are the type of details that I would pay attention to.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, thank you so much, Kathy. I think this has been really educational, and there are lots of things that each person needs to know about their specialty area. Kathy knows her area very, very well, so you can feel very confident in what she does. And it's a pleasure having you here today, Kathy.
Thank you, Gail. It's a pleasure.
Thanks very much. And again, check with us at designsuccessu, and that's the letter U.com, and you'll get more information about Kathy and about some of our other programs. Thanks for listening today.